even if you're at a low point, there are better days ahead. Even if you're at the greatest point in your life, there could be even better days than what you're currently experiencing now. So yes, there is a message, and I definitely feel like my record portrays that message. I'm Niji Adeleye. I'm 23, currently living the best time of my life. I'm from London, and I am a jazz fusion pianist. The mindset I brought about the project was I really wanted to have my ethos and my kind of like my raw emotions come out on the record. I really wanted to be able to display my mottos in my music. And Better Days Ahead is something that I might not always say it, but I always believe it. And you know, you can go through different times, but I really think that's something that I hold true to. So that's really one of the main motivations behind this record. Okay, so I used 5 awesome musicians. We all kind of met in different ways. The musicians were Jack Polley, Mike Cuthbert, George Simmonds, Alex Chadwick, and Harrison Cole. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to kick straight into it. Let's go. Yeah. Jack Polley and Mike Cuthbert I have known for a ridiculous amount of years, probably since I was 14 years old. We used to play in the same music service back in Barking and Dagenham. So I grew up with him. We had a trio called Rhythm 38, and we named that after the door number, which was 38, and us being the rhythm section of the big band. So I've known those guys for ages, and I couldn't have put out a first record without having them, given the history that we have together playing on my record. And then later on, I was introduced to George, Alex and Harrison. We all worked together on Mike Cuthbert's recital. We played one of the tunes that I wrote that actually made the album Uplift. And from there, once we did that recital and they played one of the songs Uplift, I was like, man, this could be an awesome thing that we could all stay together and continue with the rest of my record. So we formed this unit, and it's been history ever since. Yeah, recording in the studio was quite an experience. I mean, there's one thing being able to execute live, but there's a whole different ball game getting that into the studio and down on some quality tape. So it was an awesome experience just to get the band together with all the tracks and pieces that I had written. It was amazing. All of the instruments that we used on the project was pretty much bar a few all acoustic. So I used a really nice Bosendorf piano, beautifully maintained by the guys down at Staff Studios, and they have a great organ there. They got a Hammond down there, so I was able to throw that down on a few of the tracks, and that just adds such a warmth to a lot of the tracks, especially the ones with the horn players. It just adds that middle layer, which is amazing. So, and then they had the Rhodes down there, which I laid down on a few tracks. So I really had the best of everything that I could really hope for on my first record.
Try to do things on my own, but I just can't win. But I just can't win. Said I tried.
I really wanted to get this particular sound that I love listening to on a particular record. So that whole gospel reprise or outro or just a bounce where you just turn around a hook over and over and over again. I really wanted to get that on the record, and not in really like a structured way, but in a really free and kind of a vibe, like a party vibe, and I really think I got that across. I had some amazing friends help me out with that particular track, and I got Stephanie Sounds to come out and then lay her beautiful voice over the top of it. So it was amazing, and it came together. I think that's one of the best tracks on the record.
But I just can't win. But I just can't win.
Saturday morning. So as you know, my names are quite simplistic. It was written probably on a Saturday in the morning, but I had a rehearsal on like a Monday or a Tuesday, and I hadn't finished the parts. So I was sitting down writing the horn parts on the train before the rehearsal, and it was one of the last tracks that was on the album or that I wrote. So I was really hesitant about putting it on, but it's turned out to be one of the best tracks that I've composed, and that's on the record really. So I'm quite happy that one, it made it, and two, I completed it on the train. So Strawberry Sunshine is, I don't know, it's so hard because they're all my favorite tracks, but Strawberry Sunshine is probably the one that I hold closest to my heart because it was one of the very first ones that I wrote, and it just has a great vibe to it, and I got all the guys to take a solo on that track, and it just has a really warm, kind of soulful vibe and a soulful backbeat. It's really easy to sing along, and it's quite catchy, so I'm really happy about the outcome of that track too. And yeah, it's like, it's Strawberry Sunshine.
Right, talk to me, how you feeling?
Boy, we're nearly there, about 2 hours to the show, just warming up. Running around Camden Town trying to get little bits and bobs, but we're nearly there, By God's grace, it's gonna happen. Let's get it.
Firstly, thank you for bringing every individual here today, Lord. I want to thank you because this isn't by chance, Lord. Most importantly, I Just Can't Win, which was a song Edward and I, who's my best friend, wrote in honour of our friend that passed away. And that song just speaks about trying to do it all yourself, but not being able to, and just needing the help of others around you. And that speaks of the time of his passing, where we were just clubbed together as one, just to mourn the death of our friend. So if there's any song that I kind of want to hit home, past all the solos, past all the big brassy numbers, is sometimes you just need the help of others to get things done and to get through certain circumstances. And then once you do get through those circumstances, you know that the better days are ahead. So yeah, I think that's at the bottom of anything I do tonight.
I've been all alone. Please don't leave me stranded out there on my own. I cannot see no hope, so I'm searching for you. I've been fighting through the dark.
Oh God. Singing on my album was probably one of the most difficult things I've done. That was probably the hardest thing on the record.
Now I see there is hope, and I'm now by myself. But I need your help. I need your help.
Stephanie Oyorinde is a really good friend of mine. Of course, I was like, could you help me somehow get my voice in shape so I can sing on my record? And so I went to her for about 2 weeks for vocal tuition. She would send me home to do homework just to get my voice to par. And we went to the studio and laid it down, and it sounded okay.
Try to do things on my own, but I just can't win. I just can't win. Then I try to do things on my own, but I just can't win. Ooh. Things on my own, but I just can't win. I just can't win. But I just can't win. No matter how.
Oh man, like, what a wonderful vibe tonight. The crowd were absolutely loving it. Like, Niji was in his element. You know, we couldn't have had it any better.
I was very happy and keen to be here to support Niji. Young man full of passion and desire to play and to be somebody that is recognized as a good quality player.
Niji, big show, loving it. Keep it moving. I love to see the aspirations, vision, ambition. Keep it up.
Yeah, man, kicking off. Kick it right off. Yeah. Excellent night. Excellent night. Yeah, buddy. Excellent night.
Great joy for us to witness this great evening. And Niji has put a lot of effort into